Hey y'all, welcome back to Reality Check Please. I'm your host Cassie and happy Monday. We're back with our Bravo breakdown. So much happened last week. So that's why I gave it over the weekend to kind of extend it to just see what else would come out. It's been crazy. I have a confession to make. I am just now starting Real Housewives of Potomac. My mom had asked me prior to this. She's like, "Are you watching Potomac?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't gotten into it." And she told me it's her favorite one, but we're all over the current Wendy Osefa news. Okay. I have also since then started from the beginning. I saw the premiere of last Sunday night's episode and now I am hooked. I already finished season 1 in like 2 days. So I am like bracing myself for a great show, a great franchise. So if you guys watch Potomac, pop off in the comment sections. Let me know what you think. What am I going to expect with the 9 seasons? Who's your favorite Potomac housewife? Before we jump in, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And with all that being said, let's jump right in. So, like I said, so much happened in the Bravo world last week. So that's why I decided to also just kind of wait over the weekend and kind of tackle everything on today. For example, we have Wendy's beefing with Angie K, right, on behalf of Lisa from Salt Lake City. Then we have the Orange Housewife, then we have the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion. We got the seating chart dropped earlier last week, and then we got Gretchen and Katie sharing pictures on their social media of how it went. So we're gonna get into all of that apart from Katie and Ariana with there's something about her lawsuit drama. We're gonna cover it all. So grab your drinks, grab a snack, and let's get into it. I want to start off with the Wendy's and Angie K beef. Our girls over at Taste of Reality, if you have not followed them, follow them on YouTube. They just started a channel and they are pretty new in their YouTube journey, but they have been covering reality TV for I think a long time already. They're on top of everything, but not just Bravo. They do literally like all reality TV and it's so much fun. It's so refreshing. So give them a follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the good stuff. But on Tuesday, as they were live tweeting, live threading on threads, they quoted what Angie K said to Lisa Barlow during Lisa's Clarity dinner. And she says, "You do French fries, I do franchise." Well, if you are not following Wendy's on threads and Twitter and TikTok, they are ruthless. Okay. They are in other people's comments. They are tweeting the most out of pocket stuff. It is so entertaining to watch. Like whoever is behind that marketing team, iconic. Okay. Iconic. Well, Wendy's quoted their tweet, their post, and they said, "Canceling my hair appointment at Angie's 1.5 salons," because that was the topic of conversation at the luncheon, dinner, whatever. Well, from what I saw, Angie K does not have a Threads account, but Wendy's being Wendy's, not only shared that on Threads, they also shared it on Twitter. And if you see here, Wendy's, they changed their name to Tendies. They reposted or reshared a Bravo picture or post of Salt Lake City where they quoted the same thing, saying, "Canceling my hair appointment at Angie's 1.5 salons." Angie K is now clapping back at Wendy's saying, "Just like I keep your French fries out of my mouth, keep my franchise out of yours." What is going on? Our girls at Taste of Reality might have just started what they are going to continue to talk about into season 7. Okay. This is iconic. But let me know what you guys are thinking so far of Salt Lake City. Someone said online that they are feeling like it's just kind of like the Salt Lake City housewives are just now self producing. It's not coming off so genuine, but it gets messy. We finished last week's episode with Angie K trying to be messy, going to Meredith to try and turn her against Lisa and telling her some stuff that Lisa allegedly said. So we'll see how that turns out. Are you guys team Lisa? Are you guys team Angie? I love Lisa down. Can she be wrong at times? Absolutely. No one's perfect. We're all human. On the topic of Salt Lake City, but before we move on to OC, I wanted to share with you guys what Meredith has said to ET Entertainment Online in regards to Bronwyn and her potential drama coming out on the show as we see. Shout out to Bravo Snark Side. They also bring us all the latest juicy stuff. And we're actually going to talk about a few of these posts on here throughout this episode, throughout this video. So make sure you go give them a follow as well. Meredith Marks talks about Bronwyn's legal issues being brought up this season.
Then where do you exist with Bronwyn?
Bronwyn, you know, we
We were, I mean, you saw, like, we had a lot of connection over our fathers. Yeah. We had a very good connection for a while, and I don't know, things towards the end got weird.
She got sucked into the bad weather tornado?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. There's a lot that I have to see how things got to certain places to understand.
We do get in the trailer, it appears Angie brings to you Bronwyn's legal issues.
There's things out there about bankruptcy and shoplifting.
Legal issues seem to be at the heart of so much conflict, which is not the norm for most housewives. How do you feel about it always going to that place?
I think it's interesting. Look, I guess if there are a lot of legal issues, of course you're going to have it on camera, but like, then we should be talking about all of them because there are a lot.
Do you feel like the group got resolution on whatever comes up about the Bronwyn stuff?
No, I don't think there was resolution to it. I mean, as she, you know, you heard what she said on Watch What Happens Live.
Sealed, so she can't really get into it.
Yeah, so there's no real resolution there because there's no answers, really.
Then where do you exist with Bronwyn?
So when I first saw, well, obviously, you know how we got the Bronwyn news as they were filming earlier this year. And so a lot of the Bravo sphere bloggers were covering it in real time. When we got the trailer and I saw Angie K talking to Meredith about this, I immediately also thought, okay, they're talking about Bronwyn. However, was I the only one that kind of misinterpreted that conversation in watching it in the episode with the episode edit? It sounded like at that moment, Meredith to turn on Lisa by telling her what Lisa has apparently been saying or sharing about Meredith. So I was actually very confused. I was like, wait, are they talking about Meredith? Like, is Angie referring to what Lisa is saying to other people, spreading rumors allegedly about Meredith? Or was it about Bronwyn? I don't know. Pop off in the comment section. Did that make any sense to you guys? Let me know down below. Moving on, I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion seating chart that dropped at the end of last week. Bravo TV shared this picture to their Instagram saying, no lie, this is happening. Hashtag RHOC. Friends at the Bravo Snark side said, I honestly thought Katie would be further up and Emily on the other sofa. Our friend Kim at Bravo Breaking News also said, wait, what? I don't think that I personally did not see that this would be the reunion seating chart. I could see why they would say that Katie would be further up. However, she kind of left halfway through the season unless she's going to finish it off. Although she does say that she did not go to their last trip, like the cast trip. So I don't really know if she's like a housewife, or if they're treating her more of like a friend of. I don't think she'll be sitting there the entire reunion episodes, but I could be wrong. Also, we know that Gretchen is a friend of, so it only makes sense that she would be at the end. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think that they're going to keep both of them on the entire episode? I don't think so, but we could be very wrong. Next, we have Heather, Gina, and Tamra on Andy's left side, or his right, our left. And then we have Jen, Emily, Shannon, and Gretchen. We also saw on last week's episode where Tamra sat down with Katie, and now they are kind of kumbayaing to turn on not to turn on Gretchen, kind of kumbayaing to kind of push Gretchen out or prove that she's lying. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Someone else had said, oh, honestly, Kiki Monique should have like her own chair also there at the reunion, given how much she was a part of this season, like the storyline, I guess you could say, between Tamra, Gretchen, and Katie. At this point, might as well have brought Sheena too. I know Sheena and Tamra would have had words. But what do we think? Pop off in the comment sections. Are y'all ready for the reunion? I know I am. I don't know. I like Gretchen, although yes, can she be messy? Yes, absolutely. Slade is also super, super, super messy, but we'll see. Also, I don't agree. Now that I think about it, I don't agree with Tamara being next to Andy at the top because didn't she quit like 3 times? Like, you're going to keep rewarding bad behavior. I'm so sorry. No, absolutely not. To finish off our recap of the OC, here we have the Bravo Snark side sharing Katie and Gretchen's pictures or stories from the reunion. They captioned it possible hints to how the RHOC reunion went. Gretchen said today was a good day, feeling grateful. Katie says, what a day. Thanks for the love. She's sporting a pretty big smile. So honestly, I don't know. Could they both be trying to play us and just kind of throw us off for the reunion? They both kind of sound like they were both vindicated just by these stories. Do you think who are y'all gonna take? Are you gonna take Team Gretchen, Team Katie? What a mess. What a mess. Moving on, I wanted to talk about the crazy weekend that we've all, as Bravo fans, have had. And that is because of none other than Wendy Osefa and her husband, Eddie, getting arrested. Again, shout out to the Bravo Snark side for keeping us in the loop with everything that has been going on. Like I said, I have not been a Housewives of Potomac watcher until this weekend, and I am already so obsessed with the season. My mom came to tell me about the news on Friday. She's like, have you seen? It's all over the Bravo Snark side. Like, she is also in the know, and so she's a gem. They are reporting that 2 Carroll County homeowners were arrested this week after allegedly filing a false burglary report claiming more than $200,000 in stolen property, according to the Carroll County Sheriff's Office. They commented saying more details emerging on the arrest of Wendy and Eddie Osefa. It is reporting that the $200,000 burglary was faked. Not only that, guys, this apparently was the reason. So Wendy Osefa's court document reveals she was arrested on 16 charges, including insurance fraud, which includes an alleged double dip of her diamond engagement ring, reported stolen to 2 different insurance companies, and later that month seen on Osefa's finger at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Also, according to the court documents, at the time of the arrest, a search and seize was conducted on their home, finding 15 items that had been reported stolen to insurance and the total claim of $423,000. So here you can see that this is the engagement ring that was in question that she had reported to 2 different insurance companies to, receive her payment or her reimbursement, I guess you could say. But not even a month later, she was seen wearing this ring. So do you guys think, obviously, right, they're going to pick up cameras to cover this at the end of the season, but what have we deserved as Bravo addicts to get these types of things to happen at the beginning of each season? First off, Scandival, right? Kind of it all erupted like towards the beginning of the season. Well, Jersey a few times with Teresa, but this is going to be good. Now, not only that, we have friend of Karen Huger throws some shade at Wendy Osefa on a post of Nika after Thursday's arrest of Wendy and her husband. So this is Nika. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It was a beautiful picture of her in Mexico. Then we see Sweet Cookie, a friend of Karen Huger, throwing shade. This post saying, and all her jewelry is accounted for. My Nika boo. Now, she is not the only one throwing shade, but so is Ashley Darby, saying, catching melodies, not felonies. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a day. Pop off in the comment sections. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, it's crazy out here. Finally, to finish it off with our girls, Ariana and Katie, with a huge, huge win. Our girls at Taste of Reality have also reported over the weekend that Chef Penny DeViti dropped a lawsuit against something about her owners, Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney. Their caption reads, some good news for Ariana and Katie. According to the reports, the lawsuit against the Vanderpump Rules alum is set to be dismissed months before they were scheduled for trial. FYI, the trial was scheduled to start on March 16th, 2026. Chef Penny DeViti, who filed a suit against the reality stars in mid-2024 for breach of contract, informed the court she was dismissing all claims earlier in October. Visit the link in their bio for more. So make sure you head to their Instagram, follow them, give them a like, give them a follow on YouTube as well. Read their article. They always deliver. And like they said in their comment, they will be going back to something about her to try it out, and they will always give us a review after. And so pop off in the comment sections. We talked about pretty much a lot. We talked about OC. We talked about Salt Lake City, Potomac. You guys, what am I going to be expecting? Pop off in the comment section. I am actually so ready to recap. What do you think about us recapping a rewind of Potomac now that I'm starting it from the very beginning? I did finish season 1 over the weekend, but let me know. We can always go back and kind of do a small rapid recap of the entire season, the reunion, and then I am just now starting season 2. So give me your thoughts, and we'll catch you guys later on today for a reality rewind. Bye, y'all. Have a great Monday. Make sure you give us a like. If you see a hype down below, hit that. It's free engagement, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye, y'all. Happy Monday.